Crap, crap, crap.
Up while you still can. I'll spin you.
What the? Come here.
I've had enough. No.
Yeah. Oh. You okay, Freya? All right. Good. Hello. What is this? Ooh, a spear. I wonder how that works. Necklace of minor haggling. Ooh. Take that. Just use that whenever I need to sell stuff, huh? Sure. So I wonder how the spear works. Do you actually thrust with it? No. You do not. Okay. What the? Oh, whatever. It's so weird. Isn't that weird, Freya? Oh, there you are. I'm not going to start looting everything. Simply because I mean, I don't know where we're headed, if we're going to have room for it all. What happened here? Oh, no. Aw. It's horrible. Well, there's not much we can do. At least we avenged her. Alright. We need to go to our right a little bit. Is that where we're headed? Hmm. Can we go up here? This may be where we're headed, yeah. Alright. Come on, Freya. Alright, buddies, horsies, we'll be back. Let's see what we got in here. Maybe we can find a new sword technique or something. The Way of the Nine. Find information of the mentor and the Way of the Nine. Interesting. I need that. That is cool. Hello. What in the world?
Mind offering me their blades. Sacred, so dull they can't even shave your beard. This scroll, on the other hand, may point me to what I need.
Curse you, grave robber. RK, take your soul.
RK. Blasted RK. 99 fools, life and death, delivered by my blades, and not once has the stance of RK shown itself. Do you hear me? You cannot hide from me forever, my mentor.
What? What is going on? What have I stumbled into? Hey again. Yes, you do seem very busy trying to climb that staircase. Ooh, great swords mistress. Can't even climb a step. Freya could do it. What the? Shall we wait an hour? Aha.
So the fool comes to dance once more. But it seems I've slain all your partners.
Partners? I didn't come here for a fight.
Then you are still too late, and too stupid to comprehend why. They are one and the same. Or have you come to sharpen your fangs? In that case, the blades you seek are not here either.
What is this place?
A sanctuary for the ghosts of the Akavir. My mentor once spoke of it in passing. Now all those ghosts have passed. It seems one of these ghosts was a greedy one. He had 2 legendary blades away where the others would be blind to his duplicity.
Why are you here?
Why else, imbecile? To hunt my old mentor. Yet he continues to elude me, as does his stance.
What? So you can't even learn that who's the imbecile now. Just rename just rename the technique the way of the age. Problem solved.
Idiot. Why do I even waste my breath speaking to you? This is not about a name or some fool's sense of glory. I seek perfection, knowledge, power.
Overrated if you ask me. Tell me about these swords you seek.
One is as light as a feather, and as fast as the arrow it fletches. Its edge doesn't appear to be as fine, but that's deliberate. A light blade with an edge is brittle, and this sword is as sturdy as it is swift. The other is as sharp and as piercing as a confession. Heavy for an Akaviri sword, a blade meant to ward off blows and struck with force. Both are life and death incarnate. One knows not which role they play. These are the perfect weapons to slay my mentor once more.
Uh-huh. Do you mind if I speak with the priest?
Not at all. Speak with your equal. Pat around balls of yarn. I have 2 swords to fetch.
Have fun with your sword fetching things. I really don't like her.
Stay quiet and follow me.
Okay. Could you walk any slower? That was not a request. You okay? Oh gosh. What in the world? Hey. Hey. What the? What just? What the devil? Ooh. Ooh, 2,000. What the devil? Hey.
You have arrived at last. Do not be alarmed. This pilgrim gave his body in service to the gods, as was his desire.
What do you mean gave his body?
In their final days, many pilgrims come to sacred crypts such as this one, in hopes of redeeming themselves from a life of sin. They offer their bodies to the ghosts that haunt these halls, so together they may find absolution.
You said I arrived at last. Were you expecting me?
I have. Ever since my death, I have been waiting for you to come. Waiting for a sign. Then today you enter on the heels of my pupil. This is no coincidence. Truly the gods are great.
Why am I always mixed up in this stuff? Actually, that's kind of my own fault. I went hunting this. I think the person you want is over there somewhere. Gods had nothing to do with this ghost. I came here on my own.
That is where you are mistaken, young disciple. The gods have a hand in all things, for all things were made by the hands of the gods. You remind me of her. She did not heed the teachings of the divines, and now she pays the price. Forgive me, where are my manners? My name is Garrett. I am Savashni's former master, and steward of the way of the Nine.
Look, I'm not saying that the gods, you know, aren't important. I'm just saying they didn't have anything to do with this right here. You can't see, but I'm pointing at the ground. How does a ghost possess the living?
It may sound impossible, and to my pupil, that made it so. Still, one who understands how arcade commands life and death knows the two states are nearly identical. However, the gap between us cannot be crossed by one side alone. It requires two willing partners to bridge.
I've dealt with this kind of thing before. It never ended well. I mean, never mind. What exactly is this place?
Who can say? It belonged to the Needs at one point, and the Akavir at another. As such, the ghosts of Akmora and Akavir roam these halls. It is the latter with which my pupil has quarrel. She thinks that facing me once more will afford her a second opportunity to learn the stance of Arcade.
Is she right? No, and if she fails again?
Then she very well may end her life and follow me to the void. Such is her determination and her temerity. Yet, it is her lack of faith that is her downfall. For the stance of Arcade is based on flow, and that flow is channeled from the spirit of Arcade.
Why didn't she inherit the way of the Nine?
The 8 came easily enough. It is the 9th that eludes her, and it is little mystery why. Contrary to her belief, it is not about whether one can overcome their fear of death, nor is it about embracing fear in order to value one's life. If it were derived from such platitudes, no doubt she would have long since mastered it already. No, the stance of Arcade is a technique that requires an understanding of the divines. You see, everything from the air we breathe to the ground under our feet is governed by Arcade's influence. In combat, the rivers of life and death flow into a single current, and only one who yields to Arcade's will can know where they part. Savashni thinks of the religious and the practical as two separate blades. At no point did she consider they can be wielded as one.
What do you ask of me?
To end the life of my disciple, and to demonstrate to her the power of the divines. To accomplish that, you must endure what she would not. Only through the pilgrimage of the divines can you prove your worth. When you have walked the supplicant's road, then you will be ready to inherit the stance of Arcade.
She's no enemy of mine. What if I refuse?
If you side with her, then you may receive the ire of the gods, or perhaps, even worse, their indifference.
She said that it's passed through single combat.
Yes, life and death, the duality of nature, all is expressed in a fateful battle between master and pupil. This is a road you too must walk, but you do not have to walk it alone. There is a way to hasten the process. It involves receiving the blessing of 8 warriors who embody the spirit of the remaining 8 divines. Together you will be able to see the rivers of life and death flow through your stars, but only as long as the 9 of us are bound to your will. Such is the consequence of shortcuts, but we do not have the time for the long road.
How do I walk the supplicant's road?
First, you must find a brute of Talos, a warrior whose very breath is a declaration of war. Second, the embrace of Mara. Only one who fights for love will burn the embers. Third, the mercy of Stendar. Claim the warrior whose very weapon is forbearance. Fourth, a tear of Kinnereth seeks the one who walks amongst the beasts and gives life to the soil. Fifth, a mind of Julianos. Only one whose intellect is sharp as my blade will pass this test. Sixth, a mark of Debella. Find one whose beauty is profound enough to melt a heart of steel. Seventh, a scale of Zenithar. Seek the aid of one who fights for coin and tip the scales toward your victory. Lastly, the judge of Akatosh. Only a warrior who claims lordship over the realm of time will light the path. When you have been blessed by 8 who are worthy, and the 8 flames are lit, then I will stand as the 9th. Now go, my young disciple, and keep the gods in your heart.
Wow. This is a massive quest. Holy cow. Holy cow. Can I take this stuff? No one seems to care. No one seems to mind. Okay. I'll take it. Dread zombie. Sapphire gemstone bow. Ooh. Wow, this is a quest. Okay, we're gonna do this before we do Dawn Guard. What's this? Oh, it's just an embalming tool. Whee! Because this seems very, very interesting. Hello? Can't I take these swords? No? Okay. Whatevs. Hi! Don't mind me. Let's see here. Ooh. Whoa. Ooh. Hello. There's a lot of stuff here to sell. You know, I'm not going to take all this stuff and sell. I think that might be a bit too much. However, not looking to break the game or anything.